Ito na nga po ang kapapasok na balita. Namatay po si Kobe Bryant sa edad na 41 dahil sa helicopter crash. Madami po ang nagulat, nalungkot at naiyak sa pangyayari. Sinasabing namatay si Kobe dahil sa plane crash habang nasa Calabasas, California. Siya at ang kanyang anak na si Guyana na 13 years old pa lamang ay nasawi at iba pang 5. Sinasabing bago mag-take off ang helicopter, meron ng naririnig na maingay dito. Na magposibleng yun ang naging sanhi kung bakit nag-helicopter crash sila. Pero meron din naman nagsasabi tulad ng official ng county sa California na sobrang bilis daw ng patakbo ng helicopter. Kaya posibleng nag-crash ito dahil doon. Matatandaan si Kobe Bryant ay isa sa pinakamagaling na NBA player sa history, kasunod si Michael Jordan. Gayon nga rin ay nalungkot si LeBron James habang nalaman ang balitang ito. Hindi patukoy talaga kung ano pa ang sanhi ng sinasabing plane crash o helicopter crash na nangyari kay Kobe at sa kanyang anak. Patuloy pa rin ang investigasyon tungkol dito.
That's the loss who cares. Most importantly, appreciate you all letting the locker room be tonight. Everybody's pretty emotional about the tragedy with Kobe, and all of us know what a great player he was, but he went beyond great playing. He was a competitor that goes unmatched, and it's what made him as a player so attractive to everybody, that focus, that competitiveness, that will to win. And even more importantly than that, we all feel a deep sense of loss for what he meant to all of us in so many ways, and so many millions of people loved him for so many different reasons. It's just a tragic thing that there are no words that can describe how everybody feels about it. So we all think about the family and the process that they're going to be going through now. That's where all our thoughts should be.
Just how tough was that to do?
Man, I mean, words can't explain it, man. For myself, learning everything I've learned basketball-wise from Kobe, what he meant to the game, the inspiration that he brought to the world. Not just that, his daughter. I'm a father. I can't imagine something like that, happening. I mean, it's a sad, very sad day.
Tomorrow, you even had shoes designed off the influence of Kobe. What did he mean to you personally as a player growing up?
Everything. Everything I learned came from Kobe. Everything. Take Kobe away, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't have love. I wouldn't have the passion, the drive. Everything came from him.
Tomorrow, the tribute that you guys and the Raptors did before the game, the 24/7 violation. Who came up with that? Did you guys discuss it with each other?
I know Nick Nurse came over. I think he mentioned something to Pop. We all talked about it, and I don't know exactly who came up with it, but once we heard it, we respected it on both ends, and that's why we did what we did.
Thanks, y'all.
Thank you.
Hilda, we have another tweet that we want to show. As tributes have been pouring in, we've of course been monitoring social media. Oh, I'm told it's Assad. Let's go ahead and listen to that reaction now from Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
It's very difficult for me to put in words how I feel about the loss of Kobe Bryant. As a young boy, I met him when he was 11 or 12 years old. I was friends with his dad, Joe. We were former adversaries. Joe played for the 76ers, but he was a good friend and someone that I shared a friendship. And it's hard for me to understand now how this is affecting Joe and his wife. So to Kobe's family, I want to send my most sincere and heartfelt regrets and prayers, and my thoughts are with you guys. Kobe was an incredible family man. He loved his wife and daughters. He was an incredible athlete and a leader in a lot of ways. He inspired a whole generation of young athletes. He was one of the first ones to leave high school and come into the NBA and do so well, dominating the game and becoming one of the best scorers that the Los Angeles Lakers has ever seen. I had the privilege of being there when he scored his 81-point game, and it was something that I will always remember as one of the highlights of the things that I have learned and observed in sports. Kobe, my thoughts are with you, absolutely. Rest in peace, young man. This loss it's just hard to comprehend. Go with God.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar reacting to the news of Kobe Bryant's death. Bill, you're still with us. I want to ask about the outpouring of support that we're seeing, that we're beginning to see for the family of Kobe Bryant, for his wife and his other daughters. Can you talk a little bit about that kind of support, which I imagine will be a flood here in the next few days?
Yes, I mean, it's going to, I think, Elaine, be, a complicated reality for this family, because they are going to have a level of support, of love, of well wishes, of kindnesses from Los Angeles and beyond given their way, thrown their way, while I would imagine also having to deal with the desire for the privacy they're going to need to mourn, a father and a husband and a second oldest daughter, and just, as a parent, and as awful as the Kobe Bryant story is, and 41 is so young, as President Obama noted in the tweet that you read, and just, as other folks have said, the reality that it is Kobe Bryant and it is, the daughter of Kobe and Vanessa is, that is a difficulty that I can't and wouldn't want to have to comprehend as a parent. And while Los Angeles, and beyond Los Angeles, there's going to be so much love and support sent their way, there's also going to be, I'm sure, a balance that has to be struck as for a family that will be in the spotlight in a way they never have been, on a level, in terms of the mourning and sadness that they never have been, that's going to want some privacy.
Today, shortly before 10 o'clock at 9:47 a.m., the Los Angeles County Fire Department received a 911 call of a potential helicopter down in a brush fire at the intersection of Los Virgenes Road and Willow Glen Street in the city of Calabasas in unincorporated Los Angeles County. Upon arrival, our firefighters discovered approximately a quarter-acre brush fire that resulted from a crash on the hillside. Our firefighters hiked in to the accident site with their medical equipment and hose lines to extinguish the stubborn fire. In addition to our firefighters hiking into the incident, we had one helicopter flying to the incident with firefighter paramedics on board. Those paramedics were hoisted down to the incident early into the incident. They did a search of the area for survivors. Unfortunately, all the survivors on board were determined to have been perished. Firefighters and hand crews worked to extinguish the fire while carefully preserving the incident for investigation. Currently, the investigation is still ongoing. I would like to turn this over to my sheriff to continue the press briefing.
Personnel from Los Angeles Sheriff's Station responded to the scene of the crash site and assisted the fire department, and we've established a containment area, and now our Aero Bureau has a handle on traffic or aircraft accidents. However, when there's a fatality, then it switches to the National Transportation Safety Bureau, the NTSB, and the Federal Aviation Administration, the FAA. The FAA is already on scene and assisting. We're waiting the arrival of the coroner's office to assist in the recovery of the remains. As the chief indicated, there were no survivors. We have a manifest that indicates that there was 9 people on board the aircraft, the pilot plus 8 individuals. At this point in time, we have nothing that we can add until the coroner does her job, and we'll be making those notifications when we have the information and we know the next of kin have been notified. Then we can release the information publicly, and you'll be notified in a subsequent announcement.